Action.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of Salima Speaks. Hello, Philly. I'm so glad to be back in Philadelphia. And as you know, so many wonderful people come from Philadelphia. Of course, Will Smith, Patti LaBelle, Guion Bluford, the first African-American astronaut, and also me and my first guest. This group has written so many wonderful songs. La La means I love you, hey love, when you get right down to it, I'm sorry. And just in case you don't know who I'm talking about the fantastic Delfonics, also from West Philadelphia. And I'm sitting here in the home of Mr. William Hart, the leader of the Delfonics. Hello, Mr. Hart.
Well, hello, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and this is a pleasure to be here, and I thank you for allowing me to come to your home.
It's a great introduction. You're more than welcome.
And so tell me, so you are originally from Philadelphia?
West Philly.
Okay, as I am from West Philadelphia also.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to get into music?
All my life, I've been singing since I was like 12 years old.
Oh, so you're like one of those kids running around the house singing?
Imitating Frankie Lyman.
Okay.
You know.
Now,
And realized I had a voice.
Now, Frankie Lyman, is that one of your inspirations?
Absolutely. Him, Lil Anthony. I love Burt Bacharach arrangements and Dionne Warwick. And, I believe it or not, I really fell in love with the song 1, 2, 3 by Lynn Barry.
Okay.
And as a young boy, I wanted to sing that, but we never put it in our show. But I was singing it a lot. And needless to say, and it's just an honor to be able to be accepted in the world as a professional singer.
You know, now was La La the first song that you wrote?
No.
What's the first song that you wrote?
The first song that I've ever written was a song called Pretty Little Girl in a Yellow Dress. I must have been about, man, I don't know what made me start writing. I picked up my brother's guitar and just strumming this song for Pretty Little Girl in a Yellow Dress, and I must have been about 12, going on 13, you know.
Did you have an inspiration for that? Did you know a little girl in a yellow dress?
We used to go to a lot of parties, and she was an imaginary girl.
Okay.
You know, like most kids have an imaginary girl.
I had an imaginary friend.
Yeah. So I imagined she was dancing across the floor, pretty little girl in the yellow dress.
Okay, so the first hit that you wrote was La La Means I Love You?
First hit, yes.
Okay. And what was your inspiration for that?
Well, it goes like this. La La means I love you. I had a little baby boy that was singing. In his cry would always say La La. I said he must be saying, I love you. You know, babies always La La means I love you. Everybody else was explaining, just explaining that. I said, I want to make it simple and get right to the point. Baby told me La La means I love you, which has greater significance.
Right.
If you, La La means I love you.
So you get your inspiration from, I guess, real life situations for your writing?
Yes.
Because I know, like, your songs, like, I'm sorry, come on. I mean, I remember that song when I was a teenager, and a guy that was liking me messed up, and he put that song on, and all was forgiven,
But see, I had older sisters, and I could see the situations with them and their boyfriend. I had older brothers, I could see the situation between them and their girlfriend.
Okay.
And a lot of people would ask me, where'd you get all this experience? But I basically was just studying them.
Okay.
Because I couldn't have gotten that experience. Just like Michael, he studied people in front of him.
Exactly.
And they said, well, hey, how does little boy singing all these songs like he sings them, so greatly like he did? Because he studied those. He even studied me. He even admits studying me.
Oh, so I remember you telling me that the Jackson 5 opened for the Delfonics?
Oh yes, yes.
So you actually met
Capitol,
them?
at the yes, I met them many, many, many times.
What you think of Michael as a little boy?
Oh, it was great. He had super talent. In fact, I told him one day we were sitting in we had like a RV trailer home that we would travel in, and at this particular time we went to Chicago and we were playing at the Capitol Theater. Somehow Joe Jackson got me to get them to get on the show. You know, people how they would come to you and ask you, "Can you think you can get my group on the show?"
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they changed their clothes and stuff in our RV. And Michael was so polite. He said, "Thank you so much." And it was really, he said, "Thank you so much." I said, "Man, guess what? One day I might need you." And,
Wow.
and little do you know, he blew up to be so big. It's hard to reach or to touch him.
Right.
You know, even contact him, I could understand because he was the greatest pop artist in showbiz.
Exactly. You want to become, of course, a superstar.
Yeah.
One of the best stars in the world. But now back to you. So now with your new music, and I have to say the new music is unbelievable. We're going to play some of the songs from your new CDs in a little while. But the new music is, what inspires you to write that? I know the new music is, you were telling me it's like an older, now more seasoned you. Than when you were writing La La and I'm Sorry,
Right.
things like that.
Right. Older, that was very nicely put. Older, more seasoned me. A person now who have evolved into a better thinker.
Okay.
You know, so now I write songs now that have really touching meanings because of all the experiences that surround me.
Okay.
And you know, the inspiration, that was your basic question, right?
Right.
The inspiration and the idea is to let people know that the Delfonics is not dead,
Okay.
and that we can still do new music, and we want to prove that our music sounds better than ever.
Yeah, you still have the pipes, I must say. Your voice is still unbelievable. I mean, you have one of those voices that when you hear the voice, you know that it's you. You know, like Barbra Streisand, Marvin Gaye. You know, when you hear these people, you know who they are. And you have one of those voices. Like when I first heard the new music, I knew that was you.
Yeah.
You know, so people are going to know that, I mean, people can duplicate it, but it's not going to ever sound the same as you.
Well, they got to remember, the people got to remember, I wrote a song called Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time?
One of my favorites.
Well, that song was my last hit leading into these hits that they're about to hit. So I'm about to blow your mind this time.
Oh, well, yeah. You
see how it matches up?
Song, exactly.
So as I come out with boom, bang, Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time? Was the last really, really big hit that you heard on the Delfonics.
Okay.
And now, when my fans get to hear me sing today songs like The World's in Need of Love, and be able to easily go to the stores and buy our CDs. And the store now is the website.
Right, exactly.
So you got Amazon.
Oh, yeah, so tell people where they can buy some of your new music.
Yeah. You can buy them on Amazon, CD Baby,
Okay.
iTunes.
Okay, so just go and put in William Hart, put the Delfonics, and
That's it.
I want to add these to your collection because they are unbelievable, really, really great. And you still have the pipes. I mean, now when I'm listening to you, your voice is so deep, almost like a Barry White kind of thing, but you still sing in falsetto. When did your voice get this deep?
I actually have always talked this way. I guess that verifies for the range, the different ranges that, I can reach.
Okay.
It comes out clearly, so I can sing in the voice that I'm talking in now.
Right.
I could sing a pitch higher, I could sing a pitch higher and a pitch higher and a pitch higher. And everybody fell in love with, my higher range.
Right.
I don't sing what is called falsetto. A falsetto sings out of his nose.
Okay.
And I actually sing from the diaphragm and out.
Oh, all right.
And if I was to try to sing falsetto, I don't even know how it would sound. I mean, I could do it.
Right.
It's an easy way to reach high notes. But rather than to sound false, as the word is false,
Right.
I would rather sound rounded off
Okay.
and more natural and from the soul.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That was that's always been my outlook on that term falsetto.
And you know what? When you guys were out back in the late '60s, early '70s, we didn't have like the tabloids, the National Enquirer, and things like that when you guys were younger. So if we had those papers, what secrets would they be talking about you?
Secrets.
Like behind the scenes things, you know?
What would they
Things
be?
that people don't know. That's what I do on my show. You know, I want to see what would people that they don't know about you now, what could they find out?
They
have found
don't know. One of the greatest secrets is they don't know that I'm one of the world's greatest painting artists.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I want to mention that too. As a matter of fact, this is one of your paintings here. This is unbelievable. And when we play some of your music, we're going to have stills of your photos. So the photos that you're going to see while some of the music is playing, Mr. Hart actually painted those paintings, and they're unbelievable.
Yes, and I know some of you going, they going to want to,
Yeah, and this was going to ask you, are you going to sell them?
maybe I'll have an art show at my own home.
Okay.
Something like that, you know. I deal with October Gallery, and I have artwork there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mercer, Red Cross, and I also, people will come in and they'll see one. Oh, I gotta have that painting. I gotta have that painting.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few that I would love to have.
And the I guess the exciting part about having one of my paintings, because I'm an artist, and usually the artist don't get to see his work being sold for all these big prices.
Exactly.
Until after he's dead and gone.
Right. But of course, you're a living legend.
Yeah, I'm trying to see some of this.
Well, I know. So
Yeah.
so now, of course, we can never get away from the old music. You know, it's just when Butterball plays his oldies, or when we go to the oldies, or your music is in everything. So the old school music, of course, we're always going to love those songs.
That's the
those are some of our
foundation.
favorite songs. But you want people to listen to the new stuff too, and I understand.
Yes,
that.
because if that don't happen, then the group never grows.
Okay.
It's just like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they used to have Randall Cunningham.
Right.
And I'm a big Eagle fan.
Me too. Hey, Eagles.
And but if you notice, the name Eagles goes on and on and on and on.
Right.
So the name Delfonics, since we reached the world,
Yes.
and in fact, you can go in some parts of the world, or some countries, and ask, have you ever heard of the Philadelphia Eagles? They may say no. But if you say, have you heard of the Delfonics? They'll say yes.
Wow.
In England.
I'm sure.
They'll say La. Are you the group that sang La La Means I Love You? Yes. They know. So these songs reach all over the world.
Yes, they do.
And to be a legacy name, I just think a legacy name needs to live on.
Now, where did you get the name, the Delfonics? How did you come up with that?
Come up with that name. I had that name. We were down in the basement. It was far back. We were down in the basement rehearsing. And I had seen, my father had bought a stereo player